Track is off and running as the boys and girls teams are busy preparing for their first meet on December 28th. FYI correspondent Sherry DeRoy recently spoke with head coach Bob Wynn about the upcoming track season.
What are some of the teams that Wells will be competing against this year?
Greeley, Brunswick, Mount Ararat, Lake Region, Old Orchard.
And out of these teams, which do you think will be some of the tougher ones?
Probably Greeley and Brunswick will be the two toughest. Brunswick is a Class A school and a very large school, and Greeley's always got a good track program, so those two.
How do you think this year's team will differ from in past years?
Well, the girls' team is a lot larger this year, but I don't see much difference. I mean, my philosophies are pretty much the same, and students seem to, be about the same, so no problems.
And do you think there's a goal for the entire team this season?
Our goal is to qualify as many as we can for the state meet and to have a winning season as we have in the past, so that's our goal.
Okay, well, good luck this season.
Thank you.
This has been Sherry DeRoy for Wells High FYI. Now back to the studio.
The Wells girls soccer team went winless this season, but was able to produce two All-Stars. Sophomore Becky Dart and senior Alicia Toohey, two of the hard-working Warriors, were both honored for their efforts for being selected Western Maine Conference All-Stars. Alicia was the leading scorer for the Warriors. The captain scored 6 goals of the team's 13 goals and also had 4 assists at her striker position. Becky Dart, the Wells goalie, had more than 480 shots launched at her, but Dart used her quick reflexes to save 360. Coach Andy Bridge feels that both Becky and Alicia are extremely hard workers with talent. Jeremy?
Thanks, Carrie. Saturday, November 24th, marked the end of the safest hunting season since the statistics have been recorded, with only 9 injuries and no fatalities. Only 200 years have come this close to safety. In 1986 with 3 fatalities and 11 accidents, and in 1984 with no fatalities but 11 accidents. Although it was a safe season, hunters argue that increased efforts by anti-hunting activists to post more off-limits land will create a domino effect and more land will be barred in the future. Permits have also been reduced from 56,000 to 46,000 from the season due to the toll of the 1989 harsh winter. This year's season also ended 1 week earlier than usual, at a time when deer are most active. Total deer killings have not yet been tallied, but are expected to be numbers around 27,500. This has been this week's edition of Wells High FYI Sports. We will now go to this week's editorial with Steph Doyle.
Recently, Phil Donahue visited Kennebunkport, where he taped an episode of his talk show Donahue. The subject was the Iraq crisis. 5 guests appeared on the show that day. One was a congressman, another was a woman writer who opposes war, and the other 3 were young people who refused to partake in any war activities that we are predicted to take part in with Iraq. Several people spoke up from the audience, one saying that these young people knew what they were getting into when they signed up for the services, so therefore they should participate in their duties without complaint. It is very easy for us to pass judgment on these people because it isn't us. It is easy for us to say what they should do, when they should do it, and why they should do it. We are a very closed-minded society. In these critical times, I think that we can't afford to feel that way. Instead of the all-too-common American versus American, maybe we could try and achieve a little bit of unity. I think we should try and stick together as a country and pull through just that way, as a country. We may just be surprised by the results. The opinion just stated does not